guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Saida here with another video. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. For my new subscribers, my name is Saida, and here on Kamarala we keeping it real, we keep it in 100, and we're trying to navigate life like a boss while overcoming all obstacles. So if you like the sound of that, hit that subscribe button and join the Afro Squad. For my returning subscribers, welcome back to another video, and thank you guys for staying with me and tuning into this video. So guys, today's video, I wanted to share with you a clip that I did. I did an Instagram live over the week with Sanki over Instagram, and we talked about the topic feminism. So there were a few speakers on the panel, and I was just fortunate enough to be one of the speakers, and I recorded the clip and I wanted to share it with you guys in this video, and let me know what your thoughts are. But yes guys, keep watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I feel like I have so much I would love to say about this topic, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna share this much with y'all. So keep watching and enjoy. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. Good to have you here.
Nervous as always.
Have you been listening?
Of course, I have been listening.
So talk to me. What do you feel?
Well, I would start by saying that I am not a feminist. Okay. I don't believe in feminism, but I believe in humans' rights, right? Yeah. And I believe that every human has the right to exist, to have safety, security, have access to resources like education. And for that to take place, then we will really establish the proper balance in society. But I feel like the feminism of today, like you mentioned, there's 4 waves. Of course, the first wave, people were fighting for basic human rights.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a Muslim. In Islam, we've had these rights from ages ago. It's just that in the modern world, in the government, in these modern countries, women didn't have the right to vote. Women didn't have the rights to work. Women didn't have the rights to inherit. They didn't have the right to education or resources. So that first movement, I believe, was fighting for those basic rights, which is fair enough. Like from an Islamic perspective, we already had those rights, right? And then the second and the third and the fourth wave, and I feel like right now we've reached to a wave whereby it has become very toxic, and there's a lot of hatred on men. And I feel that way, okay? I am a woman. I don't have any grudge against any men. Neither do I have a grudge on women. But I just feel like it has gone to an extent whereby there is definitely an imbalance in nature right now. And I did a poll last time on my IG live, and I asked women, what is it that you guys want from men? You know, what is missing? What do you think describes masculinity to you? And most of the women, what they wanted stability. They wanted to feel protected. They wanted to be respected, right? Those were the most points that women wanted. And these make sense, right? Of course, everyone wants to be respected and taken seriously, not as an object, but as a person. And I think that's a basic human right. Yeah. And then protection and safety, just as men feel safe, women want the same thing. They want safety as well. They want to be able to feel safe when they go out with their families, with their children. They want safety. So what women were asking for is they wanted the protection, they wanted the stability that a man can provide, and they wanted basic human rights, which is respect, right? But what the feminism movement, I feel right now, is demanding women to have more rights than men, because they claim that they have been oppressed for so many years.
So long,
and due to that oppression, they have now the right to be given an upper hand into many things. Women now want to claim that, okay, we need to have, why they look at everything with the feminism eye. They look at men as the bad guys, you know. They start asking questions. Why can't we behave the way we behave? Why can't we just expose what we want to expose? Why do we even need to pay tax on tampons, you know? So I feel like there are unnecessary arguments that escalate, and you start looking at everything from a feminism eye. Like, okay, why is my cup pink and your cup blue? Okay, I feel offended already. No, I think that it reached to a very extreme level. And I think that this is really toxic because it's creating an imbalance in society.
Yeah.
The reason is because single moms, they're not happy. If you really ask them, they're not happy going out there, working a 9 to 5, balancing 3, 4 jobs, coming home, taking care of their kids, raising their kids to be good citizens, doing that whole life by themselves. We do need men in our lives.
Yeah, but
Okay.
some women who say, let me cut you a bit. Some women who say, oh, just like you said, the single mothers will say, you don't need a man. I'm a king myself. I don't need a man. A man is useless. A man will control me. I don't need anybody to conform
So
me.
you see,
blah, blah.
exactly. So what we want today in today's world, we want the image of a man, but so long as he doesn't act like a man. Shaharzad Ali said
Exactly
this 30
my
years
point.
ago. You
This
want
is
a
it.
man to look
But
like
you
you
want
have
a
a
toy.
man. But the minute he starts demanding respect, honor, he starts behaving like a man, you no longer want him in your life.
Fact only, baby. Fact only.
So,
you guys can hear facts.
and if you look at the I'm speaking, guys, because I have a son. I have a daughter and a son. And as much as I want my daughter to be an independent and strong woman, I need my son to know his place in society. That he can't just become like, he just can't go into a world whereby he can't even be himself. And for him to be a proper man, he can't, for him to fit into today's society of a man, he has to be feminist. He has to be he has to expose femininity. He has to be very, how do you say,
Vulnerable.
vulnerability
Weak.
is there.
Yes.
Yeah, not weak, right? So men also need to work on mental health, same as women, right? That's fine. But for men to like exist but not be the masculine figures they are, what is the purpose of them, right? So I think that every role, every gender has its own role and its strengths and weaknesses. And the fact that women look at their strengths as weaknesses, that's the reason I feel we have a problem. It's in the woman's head. The woman, the fact that she feels she is inferior, despite the superpowers that she has, is the reason why she's fighting for this equality.
Right. Yeah.
But if the woman understands that she has a superpower herself, the woman has a superpower herself, but she's using her power in the wrong way. And I think the women are the most influential being on this earth. They have that superpower.
Some of them don't believe that.
They don't believe that. They feel like for them to feel powerful, they need to be exactly what the man is. Go out there, work, provide for the family, come home and demand the same things, right? But we cannot have a balance in household. We're breaking families, to be honest. I feel like when a woman comes home and she wants to take the role of a man, she doesn't need the man at all in her life. We are removing the balance in homes. If you don't want them, I mean, building a home, building a family does not only require financial stability. There is emotional needs in a family. There is spiritual needs. There is family needs. Your sons and your daughter need a father figure to know how to be loved by a man and to know how to, how do you say, to know how to be good men.
Yes.
In Obama's speech on Father's Day, he mentioned this point. He said that we need more men out of jail and in the households because these single moms are out there hustling, try to make a living. They come home, they still have to take care of their kids, make sure their kids don't end up in the streets. Their kids are out there. Like, you hear a gunshot in America, you're scared to death, your son is out there. So they got to imagine, try to make ends meet. They come home also, they got try to maintain their kids and raise proper kids to come into this world. It's not easy. You can't ask a single mom is not happy doing it all.
Yeah, tough.
She and fathers, they play a huge role in our society because fathers help to discipline children. They help to bring an anchor to a family. They have a role. And we can't just delete them and say that, no, they have no place. Just because of crime that they commit, we can't just say that they're no longer there. They are innocent men who are accused of rape and they're sentenced to death. But we are forgetting the word innocent. He was innocent. But just because of his gender, I mean, you already assume that he's guilty.
Okay, Seda, somebody says, I feel like Seda, listen to this. Somebody says, I feel like Seda doesn't understand the goal of feminism. Does that make any sense?
So that's what I meant, right? I said that there's 4 waves of feminism, right? And the first wave was acquiring basic human rights. Like I said, safety, security, and access to resources, education, and all of that. But the fourth wave that is right now saying that, I mean, I'm sorry, I did some research, and then my research also did prove to me that most of the feminism movements, the women are not really happy. These feminist women who are lonely, because the nature of women, we are nurturers, okay? Men are not here complaining, oh, why can't I be pregnant and get a 3 months maternity leave? They're not there fighting for this because they didn't get to decide who gets the womb and who doesn't, right? But the fact that, okay, you are created in a way that you can take this position. I'm created in a way with strength so I can go out there and fight the world. It's like a company. You need to have someone who's the sales and the business development who go out there looking for resources to bring them in the company. But at the same time, you need the administration to work inside the household to make sure the company is working. But if you have a CEO who's doing business development, sales, and comes home in the business and also does the administration work, it's hard for someone. That's why we have a balance. Yeah. So I feel like we definitely have a balance. Just summarizing that all men are evil, all men are bad is not the solution. We need to educate our men to be better men. We need better quality men. We need to also educate our women that we understand our roles and we are queens, no matter whether we are in the household, maintaining this household, or whether we are out there making a living, we are still queens either way. But just the fact that society calls us that we are weak, that we are weak because we are taking care of our homes, that's not true. And we need to believe that that's not true. And women should be allowed to work. I'm not saying they don't have to work. Women are allowed to do both. But their role in the household is equally important as their roles towards society. Because we are building families. We're building tomorrow's nation. And our nation right now, it's lost. We have a nation that's lost. We have children who are, honestly, I feel like we have young teenagers ending up in jail at such a young age. We have people, the rate of crime is increasing. We need better families to be raised. And women, we are doing that. We are capable of doing that. I know there's a lot of hate in here for me, but guys,
No. I mean, everybody's just expressing themselves. You know how it is, But I feel like you've shattered the whole table. You've opened everything, all the holes.
And I have one more thing to add on, right? I heard this and it really resonated with me, right? A lot of women out there are angry that there's no more good men in the world. They're sending quotes that, okay, for you to be like, to fit into this perfect idea of a man, you should, cook for me. And men aren't even allowed nowadays to ask the question of, do you know how to cook, or do you like cooking in dating? Because it's regarded as a no-no. Like, a man can't go on a date and ask a woman if she can cook, because it's regarded as, oh my God, you're attacking
like
my
want to slay.
Right? Yeah. But food is the source of life. The fact that you can cook and provide food to your family, you're providing a longer life for your family. That's not a bad thing. For you to think that that's a bad thing, you feeding your kids proper food and them not eating McDonald's every day is not a bad thing. You feeding your husband good food so he's strong enough to go out there and make a living, it's not a bad thing. And then you have women saying that, oh, there's no good men out there, when they're busy out there posting on social media, exposing their whole bodies on social media, and then they're complaining there's no good men around because every man sliding in their DM is looking for something. Of course, no decent man. If I was a man, I wouldn't look for my wife on Instagram when she's exposing all her, everything to the world to see. I look for a woman who I feel like can build a future with me. And then women get angry, oh, there's no men out there. All men are shit. All men are crap. Men who come to your DM are all looking for something else. Because that's what you're showing them. If you show men the intellectual side of you without exposing all of this, like, I don't see no royal family going on stadium exposing everything to demand respect. I don't see Michelle Obama opening up her assets to the world to demand respect. And then you want to do that, and then you want to say there's no good men out there coming after you. It's because you feel that the way you want to demand respect is through that way. So the men who will come that way, of course, won't be good men either. So don't say there's no good men out there. There are good men out there.
Wow. This is why we decided to talk, like I said earlier, right? I'm doing this live so that we can all learn. Now, the advantage of this is to understand different school of thoughts, different perspective. Now, you have shattered the whole table. The comment section is lit. Everybody say, bah, 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 you know. So I think, just give me your final point, you know, and then I can bring on the next person.
Okay. So anyway, I can't recall what it is I wanted to say, but I just say that I think that if we want to continue building a better nation, right? You want to continue a legacy. You want to build better offsprings and children, because if you're living in an individualistic life where it's all about you and your needs today, maybe feminism works for you. But if you want to build an empire, you want to build a legacy, you want to build a nation that those who come after you will have a better life, then I think that feminism doesn't have a place on the table. It is basic human right that we have a place on that table, because everybody needs basic human rights according to their gender, right? And if the men need to be men to have their rights, then let them have their rights.
Doesn't be men, yeah.
It doesn't mean that it's okay for
But
a woman to
be
oppressed or how do you say, offended or harmed. No. I'm not saying it's okay for women to be harmed or to be beaten or to be oppressed or harmed. No. I'm just saying that everybody needs their basic human rights. And for us to work like a yin and a yang, we definitely need to create that balance. We need to let men be men, teach them. We women are the neck, the man is the head. Without the neck, the head only sees one direction, and if he's walking into a pit, he will walk right through it, because he has no neck to tell him, you know what, you have another way out. We have the power to influence men. We have the power to influence the nation, women and men and children of tomorrow's society. We need to now use our superpowers in the right way to build a better nation for tomorrow. Not for me, but for those who come after
generations
us,
coming,
for our children, for everybody else. And we need to establish a balance. Men need their place in society, and so do women. And women need to stop thinking that their role in this society is as important and as powerful as the men. And them being home, taking care of their household, taking care of their kids, making sure they feed their children and their husbands is equally important to them providing for their families. Because women also should work. I believe women should have those resources, because if the man is no longer in the family, the woman will have to look for other ways to provide for herself. So I hope I don't come off like I'm trying to oppress women or maybe I'm favoring men.
No,
but
it's fine.
I think
You're
they
expressing
should
yourself,
be
Expressing
definitely.
yourself, All right, Seda, thank you so much. I'm going to bring on
Thank you.
Chen. Angara, please don't go.
So much. How do I?
Yeah?
Okay, I'll be here.